We need more international students. Basically, I'm the boss of the mayor. The mayor is not a political person. He is a hired person. I work full-time and I'm also a mother to a 10-year-old son. So it is a puzzle. I'm not gonna lie.
Is there a housing deficit in Vaasa?
Simply said, yes.
So what is Vaasa City doing about it?
Very good question. I have to blame the government. They get less money now for your living costs than before. And that has also made it hard for Kela, for example. They are now telling people who get some of the benefits from Kela, your rent is too high and you need to move to a cheaper. So here we have the government making decisions that affect us. We need more international students because we know that the Finnish people are not making enough babies for our, future. So please come here and help us. If the tuition fee is 7,000 euros, 10,000 euros per year, even I, as a Finn, couldn't have afforded that. I don't think it needs to be so big that students coming here cannot live. They don't have the means to support themselves. So there needs to be a balance. It has to be my grandfather, who really made me see what the Social Democratic Party is about. When I got this position, the chair of the city board, I went to his grave. I sat there for 30 minutes, cried my eyes out. We were in his car, we were driving. And he said that, remember that every person is as valuable as, it don't matter where they were born, how much education they've gotten. He wanted me to be the first female president of Finland. I promised my grandfather that I will be the president of Finland one day, and I'm manifesting it.
Welcome to the Global Reach Podcast. Viewers over there, welcome to the Global Reach Podcast. Jasmin Granhölm, it's nice to have you today in our studios, and I am Donald as usual. And
my name is Mamos.
I wanted just to say your full name.
Mamos.
Mamos, okay. Yeah, so Jasmin Granhölm, it's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, and thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
So you are the chair of the Vaasa City Board.
Yes.
Could you please tell us about it? I mean, what it entails?
Well, that is a big question. So I'll try to keep it short. So basically, if we talk about the city of Vaasa and the decision-making of city of Vaasa, the highest making decision body is the city council. So it has 55 council members, and I'm one of the council members. But then we have the executive board, the city board, which entitles of 11 members, all from the city council. And I'm the chair of the city board. So basically we meet every 2 weeks, and we prepare all the decisions that are brought to the city council. Basically, I am the boss of the mayor. So I go through his vacations and all this bureaucracy.
So take that again. You're the boss
of the mayor.
Okay. You are the boss
Yes.
of the mayor.
Yes.
So you direct.
I am directly.
You instruct.
Yes. The mayor of Vaasa. Okay. The mayor is not a political person. The mayor was. He is a hired person.
An appointment.
Yes. In some cities and communities, the mayor is a political person.
Like in the US?
Like in the US or in Tampere, Helsinki.
From other cities.
And yes.
So even in Finland?
Even in Finland.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yes. But in Vaasa, the mayor is a hired person. So
why is it different from Tampere?
Well, the bigger cities, even we have thought about should we have that kind of system, but we decided that at the moment it's not beneficial for Vaasa. But in the big cities, it's more free to do that, and I guess I can see the good sides and the bad sides of that sides. So Turku, Tampere, and Helsinki, they vote, and whichever party gets the most votes, their top candidate will become the mayor, pormestari in Finnish.
Okay.
And then they bring forward more the party that is in power. For example, in Turku, it's Social Democrats. In Tampere, it's Social Democrats. And in Helsinki, it's the National Coalition Party, Kokoomus. And they will bring forth their party's ideological, yes. But here it's, they are civil servants, and they will have a non-partisan when they prepare the stuff for us.
Okay.
And then we decide whatever the political wind is. But going back to my things, so in our rule book, there are 7 jobs for the chair of the city board. And I see that the most important one is to lead the political consensus and bring forward our strategy, city strategy, and see that our city is working functionally or functions properly. And also, the city board is responsible for the budget and finance. So me, as the highest ranking official or politician, is I am in charge of our budget.
Oh, so we are with the right person.
Exactly.
That's the right fish.
So thanks to let's give thanks to Lukman.
Lukman.
Because of him, we got to know you.
Yeah.
And he's a good friend of ours.
Yes.
So thanks to Lukman for helping us know you, meet you. Now we said 11 executive members.
Yes.
Are these all representatives of the different parties?
Yes. So in Finland, we follow the D'Hondt mechanism when we have elections, and that's the mechanism how the most votes, or the party that gets most votes. So we count the votes of the whole party together, and then based on those votes, the number of seats are given. So even though a smaller party, like for example the Greens, they have 4 people in the council. So their number 1 candidate got more votes than I did. But because the Social Democrats as a whole got more votes, we got 13 members in the council. So that is how it's the seats are given out. And it's located in every council. We have all these negotiations. Yeah. So now that our party, my party, the Social Democrats, got 2 more seats than in the previous year, the council 4-year period time. So now we got more seats. So now in the 11 executive board, 11-member board, so we have 3 people from the Swedish speaking party, 3 people from the Social Democrats, then we have 2 from the National Coalition Party, 1 True Finn, 1 Green Party, and 1 Left Coalition Party. And then so the Center Party and the Christian Party did not get an actual seat, but they are vice members. So they have their own negotiations. So if 1 member from the True Finns Party is away, so his vice member is from the Christian Democratic Party. And if one of the Green Alliance member is gone, so the Center Party will come as a vice member. So yes.
When you say vice member, you mean that?
If I would be away from an actual meeting,
yes,
my vice member is from my own party. So you have to have at least half of the city board present in order to be functional and make decisions. Over half, yes.
Around.
So 6 members, and then we are eligible to have a meeting. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But everyone has a vice member, like a personal vice member. So if they are gone from the meeting, their vice member should come to the meeting. So
okay.
Yes.
To represent them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's quite an eye-opener to us here. Yeah, so as the chair of the board, I noticed that definitely there are different committees.
Yes.
Yeah, so do these committees, do you oversee their reports and everything that they do?
As the chair of the city board, I have a permission to be present in every committee meeting, but I work full time and I'm also a mother to a 10-year-old son.
Yeah.
So I don't have time I would be sitting in meetings every day. So, but basically I've decided that, yes, I want to at least be present in 1 or 2 meetings per period so that I can see what they're talking about there and what kind of decisions they take and get to know the city's workers and our politicians who sit in these committees. But yes, basically some of the decisions they make, they will come to the city board, then we put them forward to the city council. So some of those decisions that they make, they have the mandate to they don't have to send them forward to us, but some of the meetings are so big when we talk about investments, building new daycare centers or schools or making new bicycle lanes. Those are such a big decisions that they need to come to the city board and then to the city council. So basically, to answer your question short, yes, I do oversee the decisions they make.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, while you were talking, you said that you have a full-time job.
Yes, I'm not a full-time politician.
Do we usually have full-time politicians?
Not in Vaasa.
Not in Vaasa.
This once again varies compared to the cities. For example, in the city of Oulu in northern Finland, they have full-time politicians. So the chair of the city board is a full-time politician with a monthly salary. And then the chairs of the different committees are half-time politicians. So they have like 50% work time. In Vaasa, it's not been possible before, but this year, for the very first time, I could have taken a 50% a half-time like politician
Salary,
job. But because I work for the government, I work for the police, I really truly appreciate my job there. Okay. And so I didn't think that combining those 2 jobs or being 50% there and 50% here, I didn't see working it out. So I chose to keep my job fully, but I take time off to be able to meet up with different people. So it is a puzzle. I'm not gonna lie, and it's not
easy.
It's not easy. I need to be honest with myself and have this. Where is the line when I'm working too much and when I'm...
When do you draw the line?
Yes.
Yeah, so it has to be balanced. So this leads me to this question now. Do you think sincerely that giving a percentage of your attention to the city center, the city, and plenty of attention to your job, because that's what put food on your table.
Yes.
Do you think is affecting the outcome of decisions taken in the city?
That's a good question. The city of Vaasa, I think it's on the border. Should it have a full-time politician or not? I understand that bigger cities that have over 100,000 inhabitants, like Oulu and Helsinki, you need to commit to the decision-making fully. At this moment, I feel like it's not perfect, the situation not ideal, but within the time that I have the same 24 hours as everybody else.
Of course.
But I'm able to give in good enough. It's good enough at the moment. And I said that I need to, I always have the opportunity, if I see that this is not working, then I can go to the council and say, I'm seeing that this is not working right now. So now I would like to commit to the 50% of yes.
Okay. So with that now, I think are you looking towards that, or you think what you're doing right now is fair enough?
Now I think it's working out.
As the chairperson of the city, we have close to 100,000, right?
We just went over 70,000.
Yeah, close to that. We're approaching 100.
Yes.
And in due time, we should clock that 100 because this city is a student's environment.
Yes.
Right now. And we also understand that we have quite a number of homeless persons in Vaasa. Close to 100?
No.
130?
No, not up to that. According to no, it's not up to that. It's less than 20.
No?
Yes.
Less than 20?
Yeah.
The number of homeless people, it's decided in one day. They make the counts. And if, for example, the year before, we had a Ukrainian family here, which was a big family.
Yeah.
And on that day, they were considered homeless, but they were already on the way of getting an apartment. So in that sense, it was... Everyone came out, oh goodness, there's such a big problem in Vaasa because we had a family of like how many children that were homeless, but they were already on the way of getting an apartment. So in that sense, the statistics can...
Yeah, so the statistics is based on perhaps each day.
No, it's based on 1 day per year when they look at the statistic and then yes.
Because I remember when... Holland was about 11 or 12.
Yes.
Well, that was what she said then.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
But I think you like counting numbers in hundreds. Maybe that was me. So yes, I see that PDP is people-friendly. I mean, sorry, SDP.
SDP, yes.
That's fair.
Same.
Okay, yes, PDP came out because PDP is one party where I'm from. Yeah, so, and also we have SDP where I'm from, my country.
Okay.
So SDP is people friendly, and if I dare say internationals friendly.
Yes.
And the international house.
It's on its way.
It's on its way.
It's on its way.
Could you tell us about it?
Yes. So we have a lot of international talents in Vaasa with very different backgrounds. We have people coming here for work. We have several different international companies like Wärtsilä, ABB, Hitachi that need international talents here. So obviously those people are coming from a very different reason here. Then we have a lot of international students. We have 6 different higher educational institutions here. And we need those international students to come here and preferably to stay here.
Sorry, please. Could you take it out again?
Yes. So
I think it's much slower. So that's the importance of it. Yeah.
Do you want me to start from the beginning?
No, the international students. We need more.
Yes, we need more international students.
Now you've heard it from the Vaasa City Board chairperson. International students, wherever you are, keep coming to Vaasa. Vaasa is a good place to come and stay, right?
Yes, and stay. And because we know that the Finnish people are not making enough babies for our, future. So please come here and help us.
And make babies first. Yeah.
And make babies as well. But so we have international talents coming to work here. We have international students. Then we have refugees coming here. We know that there's a global crisis at the moment. We are getting we have been getting people from Ukraine since the war started there. We have Palestinians here, Syrians here. So basically, we have a lot of internationals here with different backgrounds. So then if we look at the services that the city of Vaasa has, so we have welcome office, we have the immigration services, we have employment services, and then for example, the higher education institutions have their own spouse programs and programs for international talents.
Yeah.
So they are all in their own silos, working together for the same
One goal.
Yes, but bureaucracy, and so maybe the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So we are now trying to work towards international house. So from one building, from one door, you can get the help you need. So you don't have to think about, should I talk to welcome office or should I be talking with integration office? And what about the employment services and, language courses and everything? So we are working now so that in Palosaari, hopefully by 28, we will have a full functioning international house.
You mean 2028?
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's really good. So internationals don't have to travel from this point to the next point to get immigration services and go to the next place to ask them about employment services.
Yeah.
So that's really impressive. So we are looking forward to 2028 for that. And yes, I liked the part where you emphasized the need for internationals to come here.
Yes.
And not just to come and study and leave, come study and stay to grow the Vaasa or the Vaasas. And I'm speaking Finnish, Vaasan. So to help grow Vaasa. That's really, really interesting. So is there any now there is tuition fee payment?
Yes.
Which I know the municipality has no power over. But is there any possibility in any form, in any way that students could, I'm not saying it's possible, I'm not saying there is. Is there any future possibility of students coming to Vaasa, maybe getting some form of discounts here and there? I know it's not your area, but as a chair.
As I understand now, it's already possible that students, international students who come here to study at the Polytechnic University, that's the old term. University of Applied Sciences is the correct term nowadays.
Yeah.
So even though there is a tuition fee, they can get like a stipendium, so that it's not, they don't have to pay the whole amount. So that if you are doing well with your studies and studying on time, so then that can be taken away from your tuition fee. So there's already some form of
incentive
to do that.
That's nice. That's nice.
Okay, so still on international. So far, some of the hiccups we do have is a case of they come around and at the end of their studies, they tend to leave.
Yes.
Right? There's statistics that show that after impacting the required knowledge to take it somewhere else and, help that society. Apart from the international building, because it's a building, right? People who occupy there and I walk in, access all of the offices. Apart from that, what practical steps are we taking to ensure that international students are retained here in Vaasa after their studies? Like they surely will feel welcome, and at the end of the day, they study and they stay to impact the society.
That is the practical steps. That is a good question. And I know there are challenges there and we are not perfect, but we are taking practical steps. For example, I know that at the moment let's talk about language. So there are many international talents who are in the queue for language studies. Yeah. I know a lot of workplaces have the requirement that you have to have some level of Finnish or Swedish here. But the problem is that we have people here who don't get into those language courses in order to be able to better their Finnish or Swedish skills. So the city board took a decision last December to give an additional money, 100,000 euros, to have more language courses so that we could fasten this, so make it faster.
Yeah.
But I know that we are still not there, and I assume that there is a bureaucracy also there to prevent that we have those language courses fully, because then we have to have skilled teachers and places where to have those courses. But that was one practical skill. So you have to have, and I know that the language is a big question here. In our new city strategy, so we wrote in the city strategy that Vaasa is going to be an example for small and mid-sized companies to so that they would hire more internationals there. I've talked to a lot of companies here, and the consensus is that yes, they know that they need more international talents. They know the benefits of having a multicultural workplace. But then a lot of them have this idea still that, but all our safety features are in Finnish, and if they don't know the Finnish, then they can't work here. But I think that's the mindset. We are still working on that, although we're living 2026. And I think Danfoss is a great example of that. And they made the decision to no, we're going to make everything English. So we have to also make the Finnish people be on that level with English so that they can have internationals working there. So practical steps, we are giving more money to language courses so that people have the opportunity to learn the language, communicate properly. The city works together with the higher education institutions and the companies here, and to have this different pathways to employment. I know it's hard. It's even hard for the Finns to find a job at the moment. We have one of the highest rating of unemployment in the whole of Europe.
Yeah.
So, but in Ostrobothnia, we are doing pretty well compared to the rest of Finland, but still we need to work for that. So it's in our strategy that Vaasa is a home for all, not just for the white Finn.
Yeah, because recently I was speaking with one of the CEOs of one of the companies here at Vaasa, and he also made mention of this English language thing he talked about.
Yes.
He said he has made it mandatory for the company to start speaking English as the official work language.
Yes.
And that was very impressive for me to hear that, because I asked him a question. I said, is it a case because we need internationals, we need skills and internationals that will mingle, work in an environment. At the end of the day, they bring in their foreign skills into play, and before you say, hey, the company is going global, right? We don't need to restrict our skills to the environment where we are from. We have to start thinking global. As Finland, for instance, I heard the president talking the other day. He said that the land, that's Finland, is already looking at other countries to collaborate with. Now, what I saw from there is a case of where organizations will begin to have maybe clients, customers that are not restricted to Finland alone. We have to look at other countries. And to do that, you need other ideas to come into play so that will happen. I actually commended the effort of that particular CEO. And in fact, he also said that he's trying to establish a company already, like a branch in the United States, which is commendable. So I applaud the effort that he...
Acting global.
Yes, local thing.
Think global. So
that's it.
In this sense, where some of them are trying to make, like Danfoss has made English as the working language. I don't know if companies, the corporate bodies, provide language classes for internationals in there.
Some of them
Some
do.
of them do.
Yes.
Okay, because I know they do that in some of the universities, like in yes. So, okay, some of the companies do it. But I would have said that even if they are trying to make English working language, also provide language classes for their staff, so that, because we want to learn the language also to be able to communicate easily. Yeah, while we communicate in English, we want to communicate in Finnish and Swedish. So yeah, that's a good one.
But can I ask another question from you? Because you asked what are the practical steps that we are taking, but integration is a two-way street. So what do you think, what is the well, not the responsibility, but what should those who want to stay, what is their what are the practical steps you think that they should be taking as well?
Can I speak?
Please go.
I think the first step that you must take, because in every environment where you find yourself, language is a culture, it's a way of life, right? So if you are in that environment, there is the need, a complete need for you to understand the language. That is the first step of integration.
Yes.
So for internationals, one of your responsibilities is to ensure that you speak that language. I am working in a particular frame and understand what that means, even though we speak English, right? But I still understand what that means. It means that when your supervisor wants to communicate with you, maybe pass an instruction to you, there is a way he will have to say it in his own language that will mean exactly what he wants. But if he wants to say it in English, it might not really mean the same thing, what's really, because of the lack of the right words to actually use. So that is why we really need, that's one of the major steps we need to take. Okay. Language,
yes, that's language is key for us. We want to, many of us, I would say, almost
all of us,
want to learn the language. So if we can access it easily,
yes,
then we are willing. For example, I took the language up to B2 level at the university or at Oba Academy, because my course required me to take it the first level. So it was compulsory for me. I took it. Then Talent Boost offered me part 2 of it. Then I started searching, because I came here for masters. So okay, I have first year is gone. Second year, I have 6 semesters. Then luckily for me, Hanken gave me part 3 and part 4. So many of us want to learn the language. We want to be in a place, even if, for example, I took Swedish. I'm not fluent in it, but I can do some reading. I can speak so well.
Yes.
And when you speak very fast, I have to tell you to take it slower for me to understand.
Yes.
But if they ask me to do some presentation in Swedish, I can do that. So now this takes me to the workplace. That is one other thing that internationals want, to be able to get something to do. Because the biggest thing on every international's mind is, how do I renew my permit?
yes,
That's our main goal. I want to stay here. And to stay here, I need to renew my permit. How do I do that? I need a job. And Finland has done so well compared to some other places. I would say specifically compared to some English-speaking countries. Finland has done it so well that it's whatever job you have, you can present it. Yes, they might give you just 1 year, but it means you have 1 more year to stay and look for something. So that's one good thing. So the job, the access to the language, the access to jobs, it's a gradual process.
yes.
But these are the 2 key things that internationals are the practical steps that internationals who want to see good steps in the future.
So still on that, what do you think about the school fees? Don't you think that it will frustrate some internationals to come into Finland?
The school fees are, yes. So basically, that's a law that is made in the parliament.
I'm just talking about, what do you think?
Myself, I've also done my degree in the United Kingdom. So I paid a tuition fee. So I understand the thought behind it. And when we talk about resources, the free Finnish education has given a lot to people, but I understand the need for tuition fees for people coming from outside the European Union. But I don't think it needs to be so big that students coming here cannot live. They don't have the means to support themselves. If the tuition fee is 7,000 euros, 10,000 euros per year, even I, as a Finn, couldn't have afforded that. So there needs to be a balance. So I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a tuition fee. Depends on master's degree, what level they are teaching, and of course we have to have some kind of system in place so that, because the government is also reducing the budget for the University of Applied Sciences, and universities are independent, but still they need like outside money as well. So, but to have where is the line again?
The balance,
the balance.
Yeah, so because I know Vamia. I know some persons that wanted to come to study at Vamia.
Yes.
It was initially free, but suddenly 11,000. 11,000. How was?
Yes, this was
a rude shock to me. So when they got the information, they just
now we see the effects on that. We don't have as many applicants nowadays, and I think that's problematic. So it's a different thing to have a tuition fee for university or University of Applied Sciences than to have because Vamia is a vocational high school level. So that is completely different, and I don't think we should have, because the previous government, which was led by SDP, made it so that even high school and vocational high school are free for all the students, because now you have to like buy computers and books and everything. So that's also been one kind of like because not everyone, even in Finland, have the means to have that. So they fought for that the whole of your from like first grade to the end of when you graduate high school or vocational high school, that should be free. And I don't think it's correct that we have tuition fees on that level. Higher education, it's different, but that level. And like in Vaasa, where we have a lot of the branches that are needed, and Vamia teaches, restaurants, service-based places. We need internationals here. I mean, we don't have enough even Finnish workers to fulfill those places. And I know my husband has been teaching in Vamia, and he said that he's so many of his previous students have worked for him in the restaurant branches, and he comments like they have such a good job morale, and they work hard and they try hard, and this is what we as Finns appreciate. So when we have a situation that we don't get enough people coming here because of tuition fees, then we are losing. Vaasa is losing. But that is, once again, nothing like I can do at this level to decide, no, Vamia is not going to take that because it comes from the law, from the government. But luckily there is an election next year, and hopefully we will be able to change.
Make some changes.
Yes.
I know of a lot of persons warming up for that election.
So in case our viewers are wondering why we are asking Jasmin different questions from different topic areas, she is the chair of the Vaasa Board. So
She knows it all.
She knows she has an idea about what's happening in the education sector, what's happening. Now, I want to talk about the housing sector. But it's going to be brief because we don't want to keep you longer than the time that we gave you.
Yeah.
We don't want you to stay longer than you might have some other engagements. Is there a housing deficit in Vaasa?
Simply said, yes.
So what is Vaasa City doing about it?
Very good question. So we are talking. So that's what we are doing. No, Digibruki, which is one of our housing companies, we know that we have a lot of apartments that are, available, free. Nobody's living there. But at the same time, we're talking about a housing crisis. But it's not a simple question because some of those houses were built in for example, Ristinummi. I grew up there and I lived my whole life up until I was 18 in big apartments. Okay. So back in the 70s and 80s, those houses were built because nowadays ABB, a lot of the workers lived in Ristinummi. That was a short commute to ABB. And then when things changed, and a lot of the students lived there as well. They didn't care that they had to go 7 kilometers to Palosaari. But now the students, they don't want to live there anymore because they want to live closer to the university. Student life has changed in 40 years. And then the city of Vaasa probably made a mistake by not understanding the change in that over the years. So we have big family apartments that are not suitable for people who live by themselves or with a partner. They can't afford to pay the rent for a 3-bedroom apartment in Ristinummi. When they are just 2 people, they would need a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
So we don't have enough of those.
Okay.
The national trend is that we have more like 1-person units, 2-person units, and not big families. But did we do changes in time? No, we don't. No, we didn't. Digibruki just got a new CEO, so I have to give her time to, get settled in and understand how we can make it better. Once again, I have to blame the government. They changed Vaasa's, I don't know what the correct term in English is, but basically when you live in Vaasa, you get less money now for your living costs than before. And that has it also made it hard for Kela, for example. They are now telling people who get some of the benefits from Kela that your rent is too high and you need to move to a cheaper. So even Digibruki's the apartments are now too expensive. So here we have the government making decisions that affect us, and then we don't have
an alternative.
Yes, to do that. But hopefully we are able to renovate some of the apartments so that they would suit more needs. We are going to build a new apartment complex which is new living area in Vaasa, but that will take years before it's done. We've done so that the permission is okay, and I don't know what kaavoitus is in English, the city planning, so that we have those in places, but then we need to build the house and have people moving there. And then we have students coming here. They don't have enough student housing, but then it comes to 1 or 2 people who are don't want Palosaari to grow. This is my personal opinion when I said they don't want it, because they are constantly doing so. They are taking the city of Vaasa or Vaasa to court. and say, okay, this was done badly and you can't do this and do that. So we have been waiting for 19 years to make something about it, but it's the bureaucracy that it's so. But now things are looking better in Palosaari, and Vaasa gets to build more and renovate there because the courts decided that Vaasa and we are right and they are wrong.
Okay.
So we have these problems that people are challenging the decisions and taking them to court, and then the court takes 1 year, 2 years, and then we are back again in square one, that we have a problem.
Yeah, well, I wish something can be what's left from our place can be used for. I mean, that's a huge space. So if Vaasa City is looking at it,
Yes, we are already in agreement with Wärtsilä.
that makes sense.
So that area, the old Wärtsilä.
Yeah.
So if you go there now, a few of the buildings are already taken down, and we made a contract with Wärtsilä so that we get to develop more housing spaces there. We are currently looking at the Congress Center and a music place there as well. So we want to make, yes. But before we see the first house up and running, that will be probably 2030s.
Yeah, it's really.
But we are working towards that, but nothing happens like this.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
So yes, Jasmin, I know you are itchy to ask questions, but for now, no, we are out of time.
We have to do part 2.
So you are the vice chairman of the Vaasa Finland-American Association, correct?
Yes, yes.
Looking at the present situation in the United States, the turbulence.
I'm sorry, I have to cut you there. This is supposed to be a different episode because
This is
topic,
plenty, right? It's
this topic is
We'll take an hour.
is a huge one.
Okay, so can I just let's just brush straight, just this question, and you give us an insight into what is to come next.
To be honest with you, it was San Harris story. Like you are big on this, and we need to discuss. So
Thank you so much.
so if
I love her.
Yeah.
So
It's yes. I didn't plan to go deep because the United States and the foreign policies is a very deep topic to talk about.
Yes.
So I just want to ask: do you think this association, this romance, is still relevant based on the American policies? With foreign countries.
I mean,
yes, with Finland now. And of course, they are politicking.
Well, the Finnish-American Society, the Vaasa chapter was founded 80 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, in April, 17th of April, 80 years ago. The first Finnish-American Society was founded in 1943 in Helsinki by very prominent Finns, because our diplomatic relations were cut because of what was happening during World War II. Because we had to ask for help from the Nazi Germany because of our war with the Soviet Union, and because we had to ask help from Germany, the UK, the United States, everyone cut our relations. Diplomatic relations.
Wow.
So prominent Finnish people decided to found this society to have, it's based on friendship and not politics.
Okay.
And as I can see it, in the past 80 years, we have had different American governments there. Some of them have been Republican, some of them have been Democratic. But the reason why I joined that society was because I used to live in the United States. I lived there during the Bush presidency, and I lived there when they were just about to vote Barack Obama in. I lived in Maryland. I lived in Tennessee. Very different.
How many years?
1 year in Maryland and 1 year in Tennessee.
Okay.
So they are very different places. And yes, my love for the United States the presidency at the moment, the government there at the moment, it's taken its toll. And I know that this government will only last this 4 years. They are doing harm, yes, but I have a deep appreciation for that country. And I know that somewhere there, the love is still there. And in 28, they will vote in a democratic president, and some things will change. But the scars run quite, they are deep in a diplomatic level. Yeah. But my friends who are still there and living this, they are, ICE agents going around, and they are trying to do their best to keep their communities safe. So I don't blame the Americans who are on grassroots levels, but those who voted Trump in, I do, but they are not on my, But to circle back to your question, the society is not a society about politics. It's about cultural, it's a bridge between two nations on friendship levels, culture level, and that kind of stuff. So we are not a political society.
So politics has no place there at all.
No, but we do, of course we talk about it and that, but it's more about the appreciation for the culture and our own personal. Everyone has a different reason why they joined the society, and mine is because I used to live there and I studied American studies, concentration in American history as my major. So I have that understanding of that society, and it's I've made so many new friends. Yes, I'm the youngest member probably, and the members are from 70 to 80 years old, but we have a deep appreciation to each other, and we meet and we discuss, and so it's much more than just American, we can all hate on Trump together.
So just like, how do I call it? To prepare your mind. I remember, if you remember, in one of our chats, I mentioned we would like to have this discussion, and there are lots of things we were going to ask you questions on. Yeah, and it's going to be a rich episode on this, because I found that there's a lot of things that in tech area that Finland provides for the United States.
Yes, and
as deep as information technology. How do I put IT informations? Is that and I found out about this. I was surprised. So Finland has so much of this. Yeah, so it's going to be a rich one. Yeah, and we are looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean that episode is going to be interesting, and I think after this. Podcast we'll just discuss with her on the next date for it, because it's important and necessary that we'll talk about it as quickly as possible. It's pressing and biting, so that we know you're very rich in international issues, so we want to tap your brain and gain more from there.
And also we'll also dig into your job with the policy.
I think you're the PRO, kind of. Yes, you speak on their behalf.
Yeah, I'm their communication specialist.
Yeah, there are more coming, viewers. Yeah, more coming. We've learned some things today to find that internationals are actually welcomed, and
come to Vaasa. I'm going to tell everyone, come to Vaasa. Yes, there's tuition fee, but I mean,
you can see what it's trying to do to ensure that we have homes and communicating, trying to have conversation with companies to ensure that internationals are integrated into those industries. That's Ladiban community. Well, thank you very much, Jasmin, for all the good works you're doing. And Jasmin, all the good works.
A dear child has many names.
And we hope that come the next election, your party will keep flying, so really.
I hope so too. I'm running for the parliament, so.
Okay.
Never you worry. There are a lot of persons behind you. I can assure you of that. Yes, I can assure you of that.
So we'll bring it home now.
Yes, take it on. Take it on.
So let's take it home now. What's that advice or that statement that your parent or guardian or whoever used to tell you as you were growing up and you held on to such, and it's those things or that particular statement is like a guiding principle for you? What's
It has to be my grandfather, my mom's dad, who really made me see what the Social Democratic Party is about. And he was teaching me that my party now, which I joined in high school, but I remember this discussion. We were in his car, we were driving, and he said that, remember that every person is as valuable as, it don't matter where they were born, how much education they've gotten, each and every one on this planet is valuable. And this is what we believe in. And you, my dear child or grandchild, no matter where you come from, you can become whatever you want to. And he wanted me to be the first female president of Finland, but thank goodness Tarja was. But I promised my grandfather that I will be the president of Finland one day, and I'm doing, I'm manifesting it to myself.
So he has 2 daughters, and they'll grow up and get married and have kids. My sons will grow up and get married, have kids. He's going to have a wife anytime, or I don't know when, we'll have kids. So we should make sure that when it's time, they all vote that she becomes the president. One day.
Yeah.
That'll be glad.
2042.
2042, yeah. It's not fun.
So every man has a dream, and when your dream aligns with the generality of the people, they tend to nurture your dream for you and make it happen for you. So keep doing it, keep saying it, keep acting it, and people will uphold those dreams for you and make it work out for you. As a matter of fact, we're looking forward to that.
And a big thanks to Grandpa for telling you that. I mean, was he a member of the PDP party?
SDP.
SDP, not your people.
SDP party? Was he a member of the SDP party?
Yes.
Nice. And
yes.
He
passed away in 2010.
Oh, wow.
And I would have wanted to keep him many more years. But when I got this position, the chair of the city board, I went to his grave. I sat there for 30 minutes, cried my eyes out, and said, I hope you're now
proud of that's amazing. That's really, really impressive.
So viewers, you can see the tomorrow you talked about, the tomorrow you're talking about yesterday is the today.
Yeah.
Yes, the next year you've been planning of last year is this year. And whatever you're doing, whatever you say, whatever you want to be, you will be that what you want to be.
Yeah, and Grandpa's wish will come to pass someday.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I would say.
He called his son name. He's serious. He's serious.
Yeah, when I do that, I'm serious. I don't know actually, because I would say, the president of Finland, I know her.
Yeah.
You want me to prove it to you? Hold on.
I have her number.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much.